Good morning and welcome to the show. We are glad you are starting your day with us. It is a fresh morning and we are here to bring you the headlines, the conversations, and the stories shaping our communities. So wherever you are joining us from, thank you for tuning in. Stay with us. Let's get this morning started. We start off the morning with a motivation from the man, John Bon Jovi, and he says, miracles happen every day. Change perception of what a miracle is and you will see them all around you. It is now time for us to look at the headlines making waves on our various dailies. We start off with the daily graphic. And at the front page of the daily graphic, President signs 24-hour economy law. GRE, National Security, sees tracks in tax evasion bust. Cocoa Board pays $1 billion to cocoa farmers. Daily Guide. Attorney General failed to make case against me, wound to me. Russian tourist identity in dispute. Majority justifies cocoa price cuts as government releases 855 million Ghana cedis for farmers. Mahama signs 24-hour economy bill. Man, 60, nabbed over guns, drugs, sales. The Chronicle. Cocoa farmers protest mid-season price cut. Mahama's 855 million Ghana cedis hamper for cocoa farmers. The New Weekend Crusading Guide. CDD falters Mahama's reset agenda delivery, says intention is credible. Kokofu eyes MPP General Secretary slot, vows to steer party for 2028 comeback. NPP National Council for Patrons congratulates Bawumia. Supreme Court affirms Alpha Beta's title. DVLA boss Paris smear antics, denies giving employment to any MPP group or individual. CJ draws red line. Cocoa farmers protest against price cut. The Daily Gist. NPP national chairmanship position goes for 50,000 Ghana cedis. EC boss escapes mosquitoes dagger. Vincent Asafua petitions OSP Shiraj over conflict of interest at Cocoa Board. Cocoa farmers reject Mahama's 28% haircut. Mahama assents to 24-hour economic authority bill. Totobi Kwachi fails asset declaration test. The Daily Statesman. Security and Intelligence Bill faces minority pushback. Mahama asked to remove Totobi Kwachi over assets. MP reveals looming scandal at Cocoa Board. Lands Minister cracks down on mining fronting. These are the stories making headlines on our various dailies. We'll take a short break, but also do remember that this program is proudly brought to you by Nkwan Abodo Bakery. Locate Nkwan Abodo Bakery at La Paz, opposite Chum Berima Fashion on the Abete Street. Whenever you visit your favorite bread joint, ask for Nkwan Abodo and enjoy a great taste in every slice. We'll take a quick break here. When we return, we dive into the heart of the discussion and unpack the key issues shaping the day. Stay with us. We'll be right back. I am Eugene Ni Amwagugu, and this is La Noyaa TV Morning Breakfast Show, Morning Tea, streaming live on Facebook. We'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah, Noyaa too. Yeah, many like Benny Janoni, my Jesus, smoke papa ke ami. Me doctor beke, he suffer fungi club my ami. Calling Janoni, my Jesus, smoke papa ke ami. Me doctor beke, he suffer fungi club my ami. Calling children, adolescents, and young adults. My message for today: I love you, value yourself. It's hard, I know your pain. Take the safe pledge, live drug free. No lung cancer, no brain damage. Please listen, you are loved. Say it with me. I will keep my body, mind, and spirit clean. I will save my soul. Stay away, value excellence in myself. I will save my soul. I have a serious trouble. Watch out for serious trouble incoming. Watch out for serious trouble. Watch out for serious trouble incoming. Watch out for serious trouble. I don't hear you say it again. Parents pledge for your child. Safe campaign is calling for your attention. Word, Sugar Fresh production. Dr. Abeni live to be 100 years old. Don't die young from drugs and STI. Gadang will rise. Teach you all adolescents. You all need to be strong. I will save my soul. Stay away, value excellence in myself. I will save my soul. I will save my soul. Watch out for serious trouble incoming. Watch out for serious trouble. Watch out for serious trouble incoming. Watch out for serious trouble. Major papa. My joy.
Hello there, thank you for staying tuned, and this is La Noyaa TV Morning Breakfast Show, Morning Tea, streaming live on Facebook. Once again, I am Eugene Ni Amwagugu, and it is time for the heart of the program, the discussion segment, where my guests are seated right in the studio, ready to digest and bisect issues of national interest. And as I do always tell you, this program is interactive. That is why we urge you to go to our socials on Facebook and on YouTube as well. Later, you can watch it on YouTube, but currently streaming live on Facebook. You can catch us live there. At the comment section, drop your comments, and at the course of the program, we'll air your views as well. Without wasting much time, I quickly run to my guests and introduce them so that we get a discussion underway. Thank you for joining us once again this beautiful Friday morning. And today with me in the studio, I have with me an MPP Communications member or team member of the La Dadekotopon municipality, and this is in the person of Rindolph Ajete, affectionately called Gadiola, and also Eric Odate, also called Yomobi, who is also an NDC Communications team member in the La Dadekotopon municipality, and also our very own and regular of the show, and he is a former government appointee of the La Dadekotopon Municipal Assembly in the person of Bernard Tete, affectionately called Ben Bella, and also an MPP communications team member in La Dadekotopon as well. My three guests with rich minds are here to digest and bisect issues of national interest. Let me quickly run them to them, introduce them, and get the discussion underway. Gadiola, you will be Kebembela. You find it, Nejiku.
Mojibna.
Menen so hani, what be Ochilena, me when your weekend. Me make a Friday le awu amena. She be le daddy mko ake she me le awu minga. Gadiola awu nga kashe Friday.
Me kashe Friday awu nga because onje mo kumepe ni yake nga wu kumepe ni nya yejile mi penji. Imonu ke chaki o life. Oko wu minga. No harm no kumenge chaki in life. Gadiola ba nye na ni no keba studio dane ne ko loli. Ni nye lenche loli. Ko wi ke twambe kuwe. E aje pe ejono.
When I now welcome will lead you to where to get the money.
Oh, Daddy, I will not get caught no pa him bag no care. Still will hear my bag. She will not check him. It will him no year. No the best advice I would jinsi no bane. Pen will call a chuni.
You will be over about
Yo, nga wele ihia na ihia ojubang. Ejake. Onake jeni woyo. Keji ochomuku. Ha obini ayolu aha. Alo ayo wolo aha. Bike ngwe to afin eba meburo ba han le neyi. Shikeji o han le duemo ke nili. Ake enye keji nuko shishin. Ledenje o eun wo ni ledenje eun the egg o han le the best in life. Yo to min kometo en ke gajola pa gbe. Eja ke jeni wo yo gboma de san o hi wale. O ni ya ko no fe no ejomo nili poten ni oyo. Bona.
Yeah.
E wo ye jene awonga. Ona ke cheme ke ko be mo ko ni wo ponga. Ni mo ko we bi nga lo ho e. O ke ko fi o mama na. No ke bobla. Yo ye gadiola side nkele pa nga wo hi.
Yo. Bembela. Sana ubunga.
3 years, we can 2 years, we can go. Ya can go in ya. But I mean, back in the minute, it's more she castle. You know, Mona Wobo, Babuti Guru, but a not be only about shoes.
Again, I work on machine. I check him where what I should live.
Then they got a catching, only to start a business, you don't need money. What you need is the idea before the money comes. When you are giving the money, you don't have any idea. You may end up spending the money useless. And when the idea is there, as soon as you get hold of the money, you know what to do with the money.
Sure.
Well, it's everything is not about money. Well, me qualify. Where they used to Jay-Z, they should be careful. They can how much can I buy?
Yo.
Blame only what you know for your catch a attack you. Or I mean, who can I want? Where can they not Baba? You want me any passion warming now?
Okay, what did she? What first story? We'll see this story on myjoyonline.com. The story didn't check here. President John Mahama signs the 24-hour economy bill into law. Story leader President John Dramani Mahama has signed the 24-hour economy bill 2025 into law, formally giving legal backing to one of his administration's flagship economic transformation policies. The bill was signed on Thursday, February 19, 2026, ahead of the 13th cabinet meeting at the Jubilee House in Accra. Announcing the development, the president described the legislation as a long-awaited milestone in the government's broader economic reforms agenda. Yomobi, Alo Agadiola, Hanike Wajinshi. The government is signed 24-hour economy bill there. Now, the transformation agenda, Ake Iba transform what economy. One of the flagship campaign messages of the NDC was the 24-hour economy. Biane, Amemma Metrinshi, Ameke Wumlami, President sent Ebe, which means a sign Eba Chombla cry ye biene.
Okay, amakwe lebine ninke shida wa bolomau ake meneani menekekiwo. Akeshiwe bomochi wale yakwe hospital biane mekuma ake mini amewie punaji amanya meji woke meneni chofile kekiwo woke shida male ni nke shida mumen ninge kwa aninyangbomo tolumo kutini nkui ke numunye otwame no ke miwie no koni wie mo le miwie akeshi no ni about 24 hours economy on a party na agbena on a party ni tino first half house Mr. Usuna on a party.
Party is not about 24-hour economy.
Remember,
the party was about women in governance and leadership.
Remember.
That was the host was the vice president.
Remember.
And they had party at the Jubilee House.
Oh, that after that they could actually laugh you.
It took place over there.
Remember, nyogo na party ni kuku farmers ni amento ameshika. Na
protest.
Ameka wo school nyumu we. Na kan time wa Jubilee House na anya akesho shike baton ye position wa kumeni amedugo dala wa na yesa na medomo se na me fo ame shi 24 hours economy me na la gashin no kwehi ni ba ne because ko kwe keje 2007 ni bom meti ni mo ajia wa chine yo dankwa bekepe ne ba be na ba twa 4 peta dankwa circle filling station ko ejeme
be ajia wa ki no beje 24 hour economy because e no shift
mokuba lebi mokumba beke wo ko ke shift ni money ba lebi ele won eta ni ke pa ke sone wo ko ke na kan
the same watch it say no
yes ko ke na kan be ni amo agogo akeshi 25 be sane ni amo agogo ta she bi ene ke je lebi ni ke woli bi ko be ko ba ni na bo bi
dabi be amegbala mi na me chon mi akeshi
amegbala mi ten
amegbala mi na chon mi ake keja ke 24 hour economy it is one job 3 shifts 3 people onushi
ba
it was 133 it was no chumokomie ke bobachu 8 hours be 8324
yes
aha it was 8 hours oba bogadi lo bachu 8 hours oba pa oba ya yo mo bibi hun ba chu 8 hours len we ba pa ba ya ke bembela hun ba chu 8 hours be len we pa 8 it was na ke no chumokomie shi employment p
nuchumokume employ wo kola akeshi fine nuchumokume employment p shi bi akeshi teacher say ni jufo na mete strike ama apia me na to na agbili nuchumo na employment p because no na ne aga mi ni ke kulu e kumeti job na me ayi ni na mete ye na me ba don ame ko because aye ni bi ko me ni president e ke fonyin ake ba tutumo women's bank the femina ba ke imami me ke ni me yi na me adomoshi ye jubilee house na me njowe ame aka president ako watch o ke ko bo ba fe women's bank ame aka ile na I was surprised ni even 24 hours economy me na like I say no koni abana gbaju
how
minewo 24 hours economy light edumo no yin 24 hours economy bu ke wa keshin 24 hours o ba che light no awo how many ba fit 24 hours economy she won na ke ni bi ko me na afie it's a gender setting it's a setting government because one na ko board deputy financial officer nlenche IPMC nlenche egbele eko nlenche ni bu ko scan no gba pay me bo gbele eko e wo a pay scan ahon ni set of isanu koko bin say neighbor isanu hun fin because of ni bo hun bo no hot no ni man bi e ameke ba no a hold there no ni ani koko crisis neighbor because ko program ni ba latest last year December me I increase cocoa price no ni top ni 2 franc president ebo modi agechu e ma me price no keteyin woni e ma me price no keteyin ni ameshika atem iwo e feel like a see when feel like a price ska like e buy am more iwo like a hot cocoa bean say iwo get hot cocoa bean say keshka atem keke ahon ke afi benefit ene me fe ni nko agesho president ebe anye ekwane etu ni cocoa farmers am ejo am because you mum ko bi na ba campaign wi akeshin me na me ni fi omobo wa agi cocoa farmers iwo takemu eku ene me ni gbe na akufo adonhie because emwene bekuna Noyaa
farmers sanine no you on listen the government of the day made it clear to us okay henceforth 50% of our cocoa will be refined here Urushishi, we're exporting raw materials. Now, it's an establishment of a new entity, like a company, like a me actually 24-hour economy ne bakavame. Hence, more people will be employed.
Even
at the end of the day, ke world price market moving forward there. Be cocoa farmers say etang amehi.
Sugar factory any fee commander.
But when your government came to power, Commander Sugar Factory was not functioning.
Yes. It was not functioning.
Your government was in power for 8 good solid years.
Mini afi sugar factory akewa ke shadbina. Na I secret ke Brazil na gbasashin. See, I ni bi ko me na akageshin Daniel ba juye. Onyo ke make ni ma juye keje inanishi. Dan ma sugar factory afi shi gbe ni ke ba na ga gbe afiko sugar cane ni akakeshi abadu bio akeshi meni mami mi na me feel am feel akweteshi no go of sugar factory ejeme iwo ka me kwa akeshi ale ake government ni akeshi nke government no go ne ba pay we government pay bu no a ton invoices me a ton stages than your payment iwo ka me kwa akeshi am akeshi ba na ake sugar ne ba la ke se ba cheke igma ata npai ne afi akweteshi ni enye iska ya iwo wokola akeshi na do iba for money sugar factory le iba ko enu ni bomoni oduni no ba wono mo chibono ba oji ojem no ke ogbolole oko afi no konflo mi no small as a Ghana no ni mi to ni Ghana yan no fi anu government e bo modin ka ba fi west ake poko farmers no ba ni oko ba me 6000 no ba ni o ba fi le 25 ni kem 25 e shaye no ba ni o ke fi because authority na chine party boys na ga wo nyame about my chief directors can be hello party me ngo say ko about my kan show pay am kuma teachers
ni there are passing into law there when your government also comes to power you also benefit as well
it is not
kebu awobo ake ekule chief director 24 economy mene office would you be glad
member o na get about me ne bo o idea no baba etun akesin muku president de baba because ko ministries of youth and sports na ba ne afele agie ko enyim na akeko we ba nye balake previous government baba e ba agie enyim it's not compulsory akeka afi no ko government any ba sector no create e ba use ona tumo ministries of agric na agie cocoa board the ministries of agric na ka we finance it try get next government no be like ba wo jeme it was just creating more job for the for the boys but me kumu anyam no onyim what care what president I won't qualify me ye na me tuni me kumu kra ye 1 year na ame afi amaka government appointed in boss be ye ku government appointment target appointment letter ame wan show ko ame wan pay ame ona anyem me kuma no wo ke mi na ka to na create look ke ba ne ba la ke sha anyem me kuma na pay ame if you na agba
you will be okay. President Bahama explained that the process leading to the assent required carefully scrutiny to ensure the policy framework was legally sound and implementable.
Yo, Madabushin, la Noyaa TV. Quand le keto ibo le fin, o pleje te wadromo, e kek menek mine e kewo. Ble mini wayo ke mo, oba ke pleje o yu ala don. Now, she water as a country. Keji okwe hini washe and where the world is heading towards we needed some ways to create more wealth. Because when Ghana started, we were just a few people. We were having the Volta River Authority. We were having some housing unit and so on and so forth. And Ghanaians were enjoying. But day in, day out there, the population kept growing. And we can still depend on the fewer things that the government has provided just to aid the living standard of the people. So whilst you are growing, and the world is also moving forward, you needed some laws and measures to make sure you'll be able to provide for your people. Looking at the NDC government, what they proposed. The other day, my brother said, quoted from me, governance is continuous. So, NDC government, apart from their previous rulings, and I've also seen where MPP also got it wrong. And they really want to build upon where the MPP government was unable to make headway, just to make sure the economy grows and the people in Ghana start to enjoy. The 24-hour economy is indeed one of the ways to go. Why am I saying that? Number one, every government, I'm quoting Bawumia. Bawumia said, okay, when we take over 2016, we are going to stop taxation and revert into production. What was Bawumia trying to say? Meaning, no matter the pressure, financial pressure on the country, when you try to make other things to bring you more money, it makes the people relax and enjoy. Mama has come out with 24-hour economy. Means that we are going to increase Wanuchumohe, Mokobaya Lebi, Mokobaya Shwane, Mokobaya Gbeke. All the passing system, hospitals, restaurants, and so on and so forth. Now, with the 24-hour economy, it is going to, one, boost up revenue and income for the government. The government needed a lot of money to be able to come out with infrastructure and improve the living standard of the people. And now, any country who tries not to go into production, but rather falls on aid and so on and so forth, will be impoverished. Because at the end of the day, 48 Laws of Power says that there is nothing called free lunch. So anybody who comes forward to offer you something free, that person will gain an advantage over you. And this is where Mahama doesn't want Ghana to verge into. Really, Mahama went to IMF. NPP also went to IMF. But sitting back and analyzing where we are going, the government saw to it that you can't keep doing the old things and still expect new things. So now, today, other people are crying, pay the cocoa farmers. You can't teach an old dog a new trick because we started the country before the NPP. Number one, you spoke negatively about excess borrowing. You went in, did that. During your time, cocoa prices at the wet market was somewhere 91 million. You took it and you pay the farmers 31. That is not the way to go. I don't want to apportion blames and to, pushing things around. But the 24-hour economy. Now, he is saying that 24-hour economy, it is already in the system. Nobody is saying that it is not in the system. But now, bringing it into legal framework is important. Because now, Ghana is not an island. Because Ghana is a country among other countries. So now, if really somebody wants to verge into your country, do business, invest into it, that very person will first look at the law instrument, the legal pin that will be backing him in case he or she invests in the country. Because at the end of the day, you can't say because 24-hour economy is already in the system, so let's sit back. Bring it into law. So when somebody tries to overcome you, you can take the person on. So we sent the bill to Parliament. It was entrusted into the hands of few people, both NPP and NDC. They deliberated upon it. And after climaxing everything, they sent it to the president to gazette it. And today, it has become a law. So now, when today, Oti Oya High Bus, Nekebu Adela Neke Akumasi, during the night, the transport owner back Kebo Akeshi, Inte Nuchumo Mpa, it was standing Ohami excess money. But because this is within the law, Onye ni okay ake neke. The non fee of a law is governing. Obana hospitals come. Ni problem ni ba manke. No ba rush care adebe. Mekwe ba ke ba ko doctor say fe akpa attention. Law to a binding admit. So you can't take them on. But now, if there is a legal instrument on that, onye o rush to hospital ko. Ni doctors ba ke ba ke shi work pa. Else the person can take you on. So 24-hour economy has really come into the system. It is going to do a lot of things. Number one, it is going to create more jobs. Now, in Ghana, looking at the number of people in Ghana, what production to meet the head count of the people in Ghana is always less because we are more than the production that we are doing. So now, when it happens like that, then the government has to fall on foreign importation and so on and so forth, just to make sure it provides for the people. But here is in the case, 24-hour economy is in the system. So if even you are producing egg or you are doing something, at the end of the day, you will have a lot of products that will one way or the other help your people. It's simple as ABC. Number one, it will also help a lot of people to come to the tax net. Because when people are paying their taxes, it gives the government the money and the brain power to be able to do everything. That is it. So today, since it has been passed into law, an investor somewhere is looking at it and will be saying that, okay, then Ghana is the right way to go. People are pushing the government. Why is it that since you came to office, you've not been able to implement that 24-hour economy? At the end of the day, this very thing is worldwide. So you don't expect the government to rush into things. There is a stay in action. Whatever you are doing, you have to first scrutinize that very thing to scale of preference. So now the government has come to power. These are some of the things that I want to do. Okay, now let me look at the dollar exchange. Let me look at inflation. So you look at a lot of things that will help you to implement whatever you want to implement. So it is not as if the NDC government is delaying. It is about taking your time and making sure what you are bringing on board will really help. In a hasty manner just because you are promised, and somebody somewhere will scrutinize it, a whole government. I can never dream.
Yeah, you will be, Amabi, it was naked 24 economy now. I can bar into legislation, allow assign into law. But the promises surrounding it will say, okay, fine. I'm an investor. The president says, okay, when I run the 24-hour economy, can me pay taxes? There will be incentives on it. I'm going to electricity, utilities, water. No, about so that I can hold the government accountable.
Yes, because it is legal. It is coming with other packages, incentives, tax waivers, and so on and so forth. So if an investor sits back and watch the loopholes in it, the investor will be convinced that really I can move into it. And when the investor rush in, and it is not like that, the investor can take the government on. So the best thing NDC government writes the 24-hour economy into legal framework. And that is the best to go. Foreigners will come pay more taxes, and some of the factories, when they come on, they will be able to construct their routes from wherever they are situated to the market. It is also helping the government. It brings the private sector some kind of confidence. The government is going to partner with private sector, advertise their product, and so on and so forth. So when it happens like that, you have other options. Nobody look at, okay, let me move to this. Can those things start to play in the employment sector? That is where wages and salary normally moves on. The president ni really the good is not mekemba na mekba wo madagana lele wo mieshe
You Bembela Tombini, you will be president. The business sector is waiting. Ghanaian investors are waiting. Foreign investors are waiting. The president added.
They are waiting. They are waiting. Welcome them on board.
According to the president, investors are keen on to see the specific incentives, policy instruments that will underpin the 24-hour economy before they come in. It will only a delay.
Have we made provision for that?
Yes.
Have we made provision for that for them to come in?
But according to the president, they like a meeting, cabinet meeting, and scrutiny.
And
so
I'm asking if the provision has been made, therefore they can come in.
Perhaps.
No, that such in terms of investor confidence, such provisions has always been there. Reduction on what?
Then why are they? If it has been there always, why are they?
No, this is 24-hour economy. So what they are waiting is that maybe other incentives will come from other places. Maybe when you construct a road from wherever you are to the marketplace, there will be reduction on this.
That is the corporate social responsibility.
That is it.
Good. Mean that for finish. In your neighbor, there you are. When it's one that much. In B cannot be made by the fight. The cafe no communicate. Wanda la Noyaa TV look by name or what I be a day. Literally, you will be a fair. I'm going to call it to Ibu of one be Noyaa, surely Mukawala. In me, Danny Maya 24-hour economy. When you were reading the headlines, you made mention of DVLA boss. You made mention of him saying, I haven't employed any MPP.
Newspaper headlines say, yeah.
In fact, when I heard of this, I started crying within me. Like the MPP member, is he not a Ghanaian? If the person is competent to do the job, must NDC, MPP, CPP come in. When you work a figure, it's that neighbor. The baby, trial the money we matcha say, be or say, okay, we know I MPP. And MPP knew a get down on Jile. And MPP knew a Nutumo Kakale, Enyetu, or energy no need fit Ghana, ni MPP Akafi, NDC Akafi. Mofia money Ghana no Jile, ni a poor Nutumo. If the person is qualified, the person is competent enough to do the work, he or she should be given the opportunity to do it. And in my 24-hour economy, ni makake wanyeme NDCB kemba. Omo shibe makake ameke kumbe ba fatai koni eyani. Wanyeme kumeni 24-hour economy amenchuomo. 2001 inchuni biscuit factory Lachibi. I thought company fruit farm.
Yeah.
That was 2021. Of your biscuits, DB come. Morono shifts. Lady 6 to Sunday 2 o'clock. From Sunday 2 o'clock to back at 9. From back at 9 to Lady 6.
Yeah.
So I was happy when you explained to my junior brother Gadula, 24 hours economy doesn't mean one person should stand there for 24 hours. Which you have 8 hours to perform your duty, then another person will come and replace you. That is the meaning of the 24-hour economy. Well, no pony, no go he, ni matake. In the NDCB, I'm about to party. No, I'm about champagne. Ofene mukonita se etwande ambo ne babia kebe mini pra ofe. Police foi 24 hours amenchuomo. Doctors amenchuomo. Nurses amenchuomo.
JFN.
Fine, okay, JFN here wo. Team amenchuomo. The country amenchu. Fire service amenchuomo. Private equipment mini chonye ni you 2001 ya chuni a biscuit factory pushing amenchu omoe. No komeni inyemi NDCB efe ni matwade ambe ni make mu ame bomode nti ake ameke mla eba. Ona no fa ni mla be ye afi ole keke. Wona meke mla eba no le ni saluta. Ake ame bomode na meke mla ete mla wo he ni asania unya ya wo present here. His Excellency John Dramani Mama Unke ni ewunshi ni ebachon mla. When they ba compare Sanoya nchumo. A lot of the nyemi yomo bichon here we. Keji sani oya no ya ni noko mweni. Ken si bwe kate kote yemla. Yemla ni ba support me ni chomi ake nye ibeni ingba otu eke chombla. You know ni sani ini ni ache no ake Ghana dwe ini ni base. Chinoko me ni mintuo ni ape eno Ghana nye awoke. I'm telling you, kagbele ni chumo na agbele mo. Ni mkra he ni machu eko. nwe kunyo ko mba atu eko ona ike ye isa na no yi no ko be ni ma pa fa na ba be ho ni ba yi ibu adi supervision ona be le yo le kaji agbele ni ebo nuchumo ni fe plan chu ni chua he wo mi ake de Ghana na de fe because he ko be demand there get so much bodu mi se o de fe ya fe any demand there yo no ne ke abage ni afe be ma papa ike ba yin after kotokoko Olympics ke ni bi ato about 12 o'clock e man ke 2 ake papa tai no hu ba ye bo akona ma me na ke 24-hour economy ame hu ame fata ye ko e ba ye bo ba abomode nko ni any tanafis kane ya wo na ba nya ato ball e de ngbe ke fe anye after o la ke wala Magdam Park ne 12 ke 11 fe ato ball e because of kane e wo le free consultancy if you are an NDCB here ame bomode nko ni ake kane ya wo ni amoko ye ni gbekepe ni ba ni to abo beni gbeke bi ji wona agbele o trade fair nla ko os obani na lo onu intertourism da onu givex da
givex
onu givex tourism ke indotech onu fe da but then you were
very young.
Thank you wa ta ball gbeke trade fair inside oda pavilion o je any
round pavilion
wo pure ska no give what I met mon 6 no 8 ba page ka ke anya form team kenya ka another team it na ta fortuna beke like te ko ke wo we fight that ke ba pay no water ball ni bo ke chi no ake no we water the front light di ona yes ona e wo ka ke ne ba e ba ye eboa adana na ni supervision ne hu awa ne machi do ba no mo ko ba ya ne ba wo ona baby e ka ke government no chumo keke apatani ne sa de ba le nka onye mi wa kakra wa kwa o fe no ko cho mili no chumo papa no government no chumo akele akefonkon ko ko ni to bo e ko fe mi ni o me ehin eje ni apa o fe wo mo mi to ba bona wole supervisors ni kadije na me buy rounds o like private securities can be am supervisors ni kaji am post me ekete moko ye supervisor na ye moto na ya rounds he ni am fun ni e ya rounds me ya pa ke me they are put no private security they do it
sure
you want no na ni tumo machine do ba o supervisor bapo no wo o ye query because akeba nu tumo gbeke fit kodo pale the 6 ìwọ bohun odutumo ni wo ko ye wo ko e wo ye ti an koni ko ba dutumo lo ka wo e ga ake o ba bu no ko ìwọ ko wo pe e ke ha mo ke na baba even though ni mo ni bu owo e mo de ti wo hun sa le wo fi wo ibu ke ha wo ìwọ ma papa ko ni akweje ne e ha wo na fi lo ba e ko be o mu je ake do we have enough electricity to do this 24 hours economy? Mr. Ous, do we have enough electricity? Can we supply power to the factories that we are waiting for? In fact, Sanako ene ni aka rush na fi no ko dey at the end of the day if I affect individual ne ko le ni money ke se gbeke ni mass fan alomo go back to air condition about we don't have enough power therefore low shed wo ba pa ni akwe ni me fe agbenele hu e ba ye bua ake companies ni baba China no they are asking for incentive why are they asking for incentive
say
yes
now,
why are they asking for it
I
want to know
yes when we talk about let's say utility light ke water in as much as most of offices by 5 p.m. alo 6 p.m. akpa
exactly
then I can imagine in 24 hours then I keep on using water I keep on using electricity ibaning bill say half a minute I am way
the people who actually more the bone over pay production more no ba no ba na more
a production if you're much of the production let's say we are a water company la Noyaa TV what a water company now we know actually in every week what a consumer what customer say consumer let's say 10,000 bottles of water. Nika each bottle there equal 12 each pack 12 minutes yomi. Per our calculation and we'll see a week then we need to be producing more than 100 packs to meet the demand of the market.
Okay.
So within the structured period equal from maybe 8 a.m. to back at 6 p.m. Each day, well, it is more than 8 hours in Yomi.
Exactly.
Do you understand? Exactly. So within equal 10 hours, we have to produce equal 500 packs a day. For the week, we can meet our target by, do you understand it? Good. Now, if it happened that we have to extend our working hours, then we have to extend our what production, exactly. Which equal glat was storage room in the sense actually now our customers want na beni demand there yo, so we are producing according to their demand. Exactly. So if the government wants to augment, need more investors then give me an incentive. I can boy check of you hami ke oche
check of you nkabo fan incentive ni in like no chimon when it's the same as
incentive say carry different aspect.
No ofane jema onake naka incentive no ni nyame bia kwale no. Number one, it is the responsibility of the government to provide job for its citizens. Just because of financial sake, the government is unable. So if another investor will come, invest, create jobs, it is the work of the government. So for the government to attract investors, to create jobs, to be able to occupy the people, so the people can pay more taxes. Number one, the government should give incentive just to attract them.
Thank you.
That is one.
Well understood. Thank you.
Thank you.
From beginning to end, what bomade ni one mommy, only body supervisor say on ba tuni no ba hani idea ni president take ngone me DTB kaba ba tuni. We are going to process 50% of our cocoa in Ghana, said by our president here. I beg to differ, and with due respect, the German president has said. How? We are already producing or processing 42% of our cocoa in Ghana. One process 42%, okay, happy 50%, then 8% plan. Speak to you now. Go into the books of Ghana. Ghana our cocoa will process 42% or equally and no president we are now coming to process 50% of our cocoa that our farmers produce. Already 42% they go over 2% compare I'm no need no Commander Sugar Factory. 24 hours economy. Commander Sugar Factory came in alomale ni inyemi gajola yue ni Mr. Ospo obile ni mbo community only 24 I said 24 Commander Sugar Factory here NDC ka NPP working what body what let Ghanaian down I have Pascal na ke factory here ni at the end of the day taxpayers man me ka bonu atache bi wo ba pay wo bi ka wona bi ba pay one year NDC be here na me ba power 2016 amena me ke wa ke the thing is already down yo we wa call ka me gbe na MPP wo no ba power 8 years me no pay ni work be na oni me ana be na me batchuni ona anyone you ake Commander Sugar Factory NDC ebo body MPP won wo bo modin Prate di me amegbe na lo amefile body sana amefile ni wo ba power good 8 years there no need sana fe wo kwa for the sake of Ghana alo Ghanaians alo lo na akona ke fe koni wo gbe na koni eheme ni me atuni again fine in NDC what pay no kwa watch power in NDC be o ba me na afide no kuna be Commander Sugar Factory down ona be ni ole kola ke boni ni no fe no gbe na no onye mi ba ni sa ne ba chano e chano bo mo be ko afike se ne o chikota down ni keji ani agbena make a commander sugar factory ne 24-hour economy about 15 you are map 5 koni inye NDCB your excellency President John Dramani Mahama oba ni di onyo na be anoke you are enlisting government or me papa passionate appeal ake bo modern koni commander sugar factory at least by June e start no chomo e kola le no bi no na bi go ba je ne ba tu ni edebe ni mi huma na ekomaye wo ameka kwe ni efite ni etonyo mobo loko. Thank you.
Mr. Host. Onageshi ni intermen here. I mean, we about production.
Yeah.
Production in our fine. Me and Babo nyumo. Eka balageshi no ni me no fi ni view o iba mi because me no ni we cocoa farmers ne. Ni me radio station fin you got me here. Yes, ke am a here. I'm a credit la no atibi akobra no kutabie na ewie. Dollar ni wo shika na can support 10 billion na can support dollar ni nye batensi ni president e ba akpa fe malu mi bi inemi yomobi because ko fit 24 hours economy ni wo 50% cocoa beans say wo ke face chocolate ni Ghana ni wo fe wo nye wo chocolate wo ke go buy Ivory Coast wo ke go buy Zambia wo ke go buy UK ke na kani bi nege mani bi na wa ne wo ke dollars no ba hi ke ba e wo kuma ke production ne na me light no mo ne no ke fi ni bi ne ko workers ne no o ba ke shi wa ho ya bluchi ni dollar na agba ba e ba gbe shi e wo min ke government ake shi ke le la ke shi 24 hours economy this one was a go man ta market 24 hours economy fi flop we gie ne ke 10 billion ni ke support dollar gie ejeme ne kan cocoa farmer say na meskɛ ya 33 ne ba film na get fi ne ke ni ne 24 hours economy e ba fi gem o ngi mo ne.
Yo, one thing I'm particularly concerned about this 24-hour economy is security. Providing security for these companies, foreign companies, exactly. And one of the main features when it comes to security is what lightning. So the government should ensure where there should be street lights, it should be there. And most of the time, all our street lights and the traffic lights should be working, because if I am a foreign investor and I have come to this country to invest my money into business,
and
now, I am not safe, definitely I'll pack bag and baggage and also leave.
Ona, neke security saneno yue hine. Keji okwe within the books, the police officer to a citizen should always be ratio. Should always be 1:450 people. But currently, it is 1:800 to 900. Meaning, we needed a lot of people to be employed.
The deficit here, Jimmy.
They have always been deficit.
Good. Deficit here, Jimmy. And now, the 24-hour economy. Ona keche mishe ni yohi diake number one. It is going to lift up the much like the skills of the people, because at the end of the day you need to be skillful one way or the other in order to stay afloat.
If I improve your human resource,
number one, when you have a lot of companies around, now lightning, street, road network, and so on and so forth. These are all part and parcel of the 24-hour economy. Now, you, onake gameke, ake bo, ake toaman, nakanji boni gamewi. Nike ute blokwe be nakainon investor confidence, the private sector confidence, the union toaman. You get government take 24-hour economy, ekbele fijam, with other incentive packages and so on and so forth. At the end of the day, mofe money ba eba with some kind of development, because when you develop your area, it will affect your business. But now, eba hani expertise ke agbene the durability of your product le way ya here, because at the end of the day, you have a lot of people ni amenfe the same product. Your keji bu o product number one, ni is not so quality. People ba shi ono na ba ya ikokolo yo ke bale oba na ke shin system e denche adjust or the update or ke ha enemefe mene there is a saying that Rome was not built in one day. So Ghana oba ke usane wonene, that is why President Mahama brought forth the big push. That is it, the big push. It is going to see to road network and so on and so forth. It was 24-hour economy, really, it has come to stay. And it will help Ghanaians so much. A doctor ratio to one person, we have a lot of deficit. So when you have a lot of investors and so on and so forth, Ibadan government a lot of income because most of the companies would like to register and a worker on health and so on and so forth. It will give the health sector money. But you needed a lot of doctors. So this is a dream come true. It is going to lift up the unemployment rate from where it is to much like to a higher level. It is it. Biane government number one. E bejeme ake eya IMF ne ya koshka ne keba feel logo ne IMF handle a conditionalities ake don't employ your own people, don't do this government take the reset agenda. Initially when we came to power we were practicing what grant borrowing and so on and so forth. The government said no, we have a lot of resources that when it is being managed and utilized for, we'll be able to get enough from the system to help our own people.
Former president, you get your idea soon as we are coming again.
Thank you. The opposition can cry. Pay them. To be a gentleman, it is high time. Listen, we practice what we call no and yes. The government will not focus on what? Voting, because people will vote for me. So any government they share them, back and they share them. No, I revert to many borrowing. The government I will not borrow. This is the amount that I have based on web market value. Let us give you this. When you accept it, then we move from there. Then government back because of vote. Let me pay what I'm unable to pay. Only later, it never cost me. So that is it. So now we are at the verge of exiting what? IMF. Moko ya monyo. They came moko. Ni throughout the years. Ni ya pension. Oba ko nakanshika. No kepi debt restructuring. A lot of people died. So you can't create back I love you. At the end of the day, your activities and your behavior will rather kill the people. I remember, I'm a CEO. Come on, mobo. Just because Lenny need to a whole government reckless what borrowing. It was Sadaka Majashka Fena. Only the number of souls who died and even fell short of the system just because a government what it put this initiative across. Many in John Mahama whatever. I can John Mahama a low shika from the system. They can boost the dollar. Oh, if that is a simple thing to do, why don't you do it in your own time? The case is the government has found a new way to make money. Yet it's a castle. Thank you from Akufo-Addo. That is it. Yet it's a castle. So this time around, NDC has come out with a different mindset. Okay, this is it. Formerly, this time around, let us go the unconventional way to tell the fortunes of the country. So tomorrow, if I'm not here, I'll be remembered tomorrow. So this is what the government is doing. Let us not sit on the fence. No, but behave as spectators. Rather, let us be what? Team players. And Ghana will work and work well.
In aggression, nay, job any phone, be me on our aggression 10 million and can support dollar. But 24 hours economy is useless Nina Gaba. Because Kelly aggression, no being support 10 billion aggression, na face a good thing. Be ko ke maga bin free production ni mi ahun ni be ni baba e chigbe mu do ni cocoa farmer UF here no ni fi anible gbonu
no you no shishi
inge no tun ake 10 billion na ke support dollar ni bo find science ageshin e good there ageshin is a good there it's a bad business
no you no shishi if that is the
way no explain man bi la menu mi sketch no explain because Kokwe no na fe say bad business akeshi Ghana be ake cocoa bin say ba ga show ni cocoa bin say akeba government lewe ahon le ni ke kumu no ni ke kumu fio cocoa road ni ke kumu machu ni ke kumu pure workers there insene wa aka no go ebie ne age wa ga shi senior staff echi amenyemo mina meba ameka ga shi amepene senior staff say no come amepene na maka ebo ga shi cocoa farmers say ame wo president ni be ke me na me ni fio le moboji cocoa farmers ni ko pene ko bi randiambi project ka tun la ga shi kafu na ga wo nga chebi na akpo le ko le pele yin o mo pe mu mene le wa wo la ga shi ape cocoa CEO ni ko pe ame a deputy financial secretary ni le ni equal finance deputy CEO ni le equal finance no le a create a company le a create a company sa ga shi le ni cocoa business le ba abahe keje pharmacy le ba keep le ba ho e won le na ke sini ni baba na ehin le ho le no ni le min ke la ke chi mene 20th February birthday month migajula ko ba le di first le di ba pe third person.
It's not true.
Le ba pe third person yoko because as a public person it's because of
conflict of interest.
It's an o create a company ni ke no ko ani because bo pure ska oni ska payment ska ko ko e ba yin to 4 years ni CEO check we back a table na ke ba sign
but
because oni bo create member
what do you call conflict of interest? What do you call
member ke se bo no explain member ke se bo no explain man bi e mbumintu o ke se bo no explain ke bo wenche o ka ke chu mi ji money government e wo mi ake chu ngba tabi ene ni bo no na ke ahi ni ke ba bo no o company etomo PPE padi ni e fi ni a different thing on the POE because can this say about MPP ba pay shamato bi la pay to ni here na ya here bele mo ba jinsin say won na ni bi na fi oni ni min ke in black shin ke ga ga ne ke 10 billion e support dollar is a good thing what's a go ba atwa show am no
yo La Noyaa TV morning breakfast show morning tea streaming live on Facebook. Waba for Isra Waba Nikeji Waba National Labour Commission orders striking university unions back to negotiation table. Imagine me and Wagugo and the guests are still in the studio. You can also join us live on Facebook. Drop your comment in the course of the program. We'll also air your views as well. We'll be right back.
You find natural me a tray Sarah. Ngbe friend this Sarah Sechi. Nhone la apapa oku astala. Inshapu egbeji mega grace. Beke benefe La Noyaa TV. Nko. Kenya na ntashi di ne hie phone me nkwe. Me nkwe La Noyaa TV. Ajaka meji oni bi papai. Ye no amechon wo ne ame wo nga ye ni bi srote na meji amechon wo mi mo fe mo na nga wo kejo mi ne mi na ke ameba ke ha gadan mi efe ni no fe no ni ameji o wo ke kase oni e wo mi kase ni bi pi.
La Noyaa TV number 1 station in Labadi. Come on. Station ko be je ni mi fi mention La Noyaa TV number 1 yo mo fiamo support La Noyaa benye le ake Labadi e wo noni Labadi is the money land large gateway to Africa ni La Noyaa TV e bi ene wo na me I'm Baba Rolex from Labadi la man fen for me Germany in jail. Keep watching La Noyaa TV number 1 mwah.
Achomi Agnes Mensah. Each one is professional city managers. Main council La Noyaa TV keha nyefe keha ni bi papa na amejio educative and entertainment programs na me feel da keda ameba akeshamba wala manfe ke ganda ngbe fe e wo main council amekeha nye akemofiamo akwe ame La Noyaa TV the best e ba ke ha ga dangbe fe onye fe nya wo mami ye chiko memi bye bye.
If I show me Millicent now quality in shop egbeji me kwati ni says clothing where la oko asra e fine what feel ni bi babao to work wedding gown or suits, women's suits, men's wear, but what feel neke palazzo ne bane or ni bi babao or me recommend la Noyaa TV ke hanye ake mo fem akwe ke ha entertainment ni amefio pikase moni yo jeme kono wanya wakase ni bi pakpa ke jeme eja ake ame ba ke ha gandangbe bi fen ke yeah.
Hello, thank you for staying tuned. And this is Noyaa TV Morning Breakfast Show, Morning Tea, streaming live on Facebook. We move on to our next topic of discussion, and we look at the National Labour Commission, others striking university unions back to negotiation table. And the story can be found on myjoyonline.com. And it says, the National Labour Commission has directed 4 striking tertiary education unions to continue engagement with the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, the Sector Ministry, and the Tertiary Education Commission over an outstanding salary arrears, Tier 2 pension contributions, and overtime allowances. Under the directive, the parties have been given 1 month to report back to the NLC on progress made towards resolving the issues that triggered the industrial action. The decision follows a meeting between the Commission and 4 teacher unions and respondents in an effort to address the grievances raised. National Labour Commission order ake be 4 striking university universities teachers lecturers in the university say they should go back to their lecture halls and start teaching. Koni ameke Fair Wages and Salaries Commission anashitamo ne aha menyonkobe ake be ame report it back to the National Labour Commission.
We monele ni nwe ni bi akeshin this union congress they are in for their personal gain or they are in for their members, because onukpa abu abawe ake mi chimo na ke pan abele na abu ni o attaching o tuni no crack o jomo no ke tuni no tun mambi ani 3 months 4 months no pay back we mini tremi gbele mu do ba no ke tun mambi ani eneme ne ba no na ke chiche say ame atun gbe kan bi ani ni esa na ba atun na no ni this ne ko kwe wujin komani jeje ipo kan bi ni esa ni wo bibibi ame ana ne ke me professor say kan ame no na me ma wujin wo bi ka say obi go to university teacher say jinja me fia me wujin na me kan wona me ni yo university ni american yo wo ko okay me agachu apea shi ameya classroom na me atoni me na me atun enemi na ekumen wo na agashi teacher say ekumen face test for grade ni bia na eku ala appointment ni mene le na ke a member say ekunu woni me na apea me e tachi din eyan kwele picture no awo sin ni sin ba gbolile mene le ke kan se gbe da oni jemu ehwesin eyin pa mene ka me tun ni university ano ni na ene nzun shan won pa wo chejun dramani mama fa ageshin won pa le fa amu enemi ni amu mi ga mi ifatun 24 hours economy e fa big push enwe nu we fa appointment say pin fe squash, because I special person to the vice president
but they have a lean government.
It's a lie. Many check my post ni Peter Otuko no post ni wow look I Black Star Line special initiative I spokesperson and agric at the office of the presidency enemy fake bui pieba sector say na appear man, because what teachers ni ya abala sha appear man ba me ana domofon jina me ga woni me yi ne awo, because ne yi ne na appear ne ka domofon eba itum ya afi wuji ne sa ne sani e printer woni me onupa ne na me ya university ne amia kate neke university ne all universities ekume teachers university is not about magagechi Legon pay teacher University of Science and Technology ekume Winneba University ekume na me akate ne ambada matron teacher hui iwo okoko
Chomi ake training colleges.
yes mama be university ala mama be hin iwo neke me ne ni ambada matron teacher fu ani ni apay kwa me mini ni bi papa matron teacher fu na matron wo ni me bi ne onpa wo chefa akeshi wo le akeshi no na efi obu eyin gbe papa no siko yin nawa ni abele ni oke abele ya agbuna no asan ni ke go sin obi eni yo inside bi no ba ele sin amen fa mete won papa aye me pi na anye net spinu anye police enyum anye wayi officials nyum anye me pi anyum ibu etona ke bi ni 24 hours economy ke ladies bank ne bi ne ni ke ni bi communicate na ni social media ke ntashan ge ju aga iwo ye abua ministries ni na menfe demonstration na me red kedibi do na ye titiri ni yo nke ko ba na yo no ne adumushi jubilee na ejo na men celebrate I mean celebrate 24 hour economy.
Just 24 hour economy they were celebrating.
Ewo ti ba balete ni o ba na ke chi bro fo le ko ni ejo e ma ne ba wi obi mu enu kete penny ke me ya ake ka me awo free because of na ka me ne fe work dia me na anya me nyom because na me la ka me na bro fo nya me na me destiny changer na ke ba le shi ke to mu a pay me ojuban imbe track bro fo ndi baba Ghana ni de ke jumu etempe ke ba che woni mi yi ni na ka che nu yeah because ke apele e box enko ni na bro fo nya na ka che na nyomo what mama fight.
On that note, that one is a personal choice and personal interest. That one is a personal. Meaning equated to to labor commission, like the government's inability to pay people. Come on, kept Mukwena me, or like you Jimmy Mukwena me, HME, and I went with a person. It's a personal choice. No, it's a personal choice. And those people now, can you prove they are government workers?
Oh, damn. Because le video now chele say me he normal. Le is a letter of one of our university.
Wow.
Yes.
So this is a personal interest.
Can't pay them quick. Can't pay them quick. Can't pay them quick. Everyone go for you to buy because talk what Obrania ni